It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Huskies' superstar wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Huskies and the Monarchs, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing to start this game. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 48. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Second and 3 now. From the 23. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one gains 7, and that'll give them a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They are throwing it again. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Recovered by the defense. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game, but this is starting more like a baseball game. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. No, just kidding. Still just the first quarter here this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like a pitcher's duel, too, right? I mean, it's just a low-scoring affair here out the gate. I'll tell you what this does do, though, Kate. Right, in this world of analytics and looking at scores, this starts to screw that just conventional wisdom up. When you get an oddball like this, a safety early, just watch over the course of this game how it may affect some of the decision-making of the coaches.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now this offense getting set to work here. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Pass play now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run here from the gun.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Dropping back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Setting up a throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one sailing. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They're out and set, 1st and 10. come out throwing. Brought in right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Monarchs out for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be their football. Their offense ready to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're going play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Pittman's got it. And this one does not go far.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Throwing now, needing a 1st. He connects downfield on 4. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All set up now for 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of this.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
He's got a man left. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes their offense out again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 46. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Huskies drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 6. This offense getting all set for this series. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. No one around. He's got space. And the Huskies will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The offense headed back to the field. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They'll look to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense ready to get going again now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back even...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be a first down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Room inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Monarchs make it a 1-score game in the first half. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Monarchs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense making its way back out now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to the air here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt, and they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Complete out to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Canton. The Monarchs trailing on the scoreboard. Play action on 1st down. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They are throwing it again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They take over on offense now pretty late in this 1st half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. They go play action on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs push their lead to 3.
19. Huskies 16.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Back to the air following the pick 6. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Second and 4. That one's complete right side. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 43. Cut out left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We've reached halftime, and it's been an even one so far. We are all tied up at the break. Now we'll get you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Blues are able to get that 10th win of the year, as they're looking like a force to be reckoned with come January. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Huskies ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. This is reeled in by Pittman. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing now off play action. That's complete to Pittman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives them the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw now. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 2.
Looking for a throw here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Monarchs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 38. Brought in right side. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Finds him over the middle. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Scooped up by the defense. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On first down, they'll run. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They're throwing it. Buying some time right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Monarchs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Monarchs take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Hunter on now, and he gets into this one. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Their offense running back out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Slot man motioned over. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
They'll run here on first down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Huskies headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. They have the ball and could use an early score. They trail to start the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll try and throw it here. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to push forward to the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They give it to him again. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. They kick the running back in motion. And in for the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Huskies push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The give here on second. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. A pickup there of 33 yards. And they're going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He takes it himself. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
They'll hand it to him again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him a few that time, but they'll need twice that to find the end zone here on 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Monarchs take a 4th quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. And the Monarchs take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's a give up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 7.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, All I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. To throw here on first down. Pittman's got it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Second and 10 now. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw it. He finds it beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Canton. Huskies needing 4 points. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Setting up to pass. Complete out to the right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now ahead of 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They've got to keep moving quick here. Back to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw it. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Looking to throw it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to him yet again. That is Cup. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out runs their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Pass play now. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play!
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime! Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. Throwing on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they'll have 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going play action. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Huskies lining up for a punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The offense getting set to go. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Throwing now on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 14. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give them a first down. Throwing it again here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving in the right direction, 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this needs to be a good one. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 23. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. To throw here on 1st down. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The kick is good. He got it. And And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Monarchs as we say so long from Canton.